Hello there friends, and welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. I am going to try and film a couple of videos today, so I'm not really sure which order this is going to be in, but maybe I'll put this one up first so the timeline kind of makes sense. But anyway, I just felt like I have actually started to accumulate a few sticker orders, which are honestly like few and far between these days, and I thought I may as well just go ahead and film it. So I'm gonna have the first part now, and then I've got my US box coming over at the moment. It'll be here in a few days, but honestly there's hardly anything in there. I just had to send it because I was being charged storage fees. And so it's just, I think it has like 2 or 3 orders in it, so that'll be the second part, and then I think I'm just gonna upload it. So it'll probably be a shorter haul than what you're used to from me. Well, I guess I've been posting nothing recently, so it's longer than that, right? But shorter than my old hauls, because as I said, I just don't buy as much physical stickers anymore. I really am into printables. I have my own shop. But not only that, like now that I have my own setup, my printer, my silhouette, and I've got my format, it really is so easy to just make my own kits. And honestly, with the way that the US dollar is, in a lot of cases, it's actually cheaper for me to buy the art direct from the artist and make the kit and print it myself than it is to buy it from a US shop and send it to me, which is absolutely ridiculous. And then I can also list it in my shop as well, in case anyone else is interested, and make a bit of money back. So it kind of works from multiple different angles. Really, the majority of what I'm buying when I buy is foil. So I've got a bit of foil here, and then I don't think I've got any coming in the second part of this haul, but I've got more on the way to my US box, so I guess like the next haul if I film it. If not, I'll post it on Instagram. So anyway, getting into it, I have a couple of SPC mystery kits that I picked up from the buy sell trade, or on Instagram, I can't remember. I think on Instagram. I actually ended up signing up again to the mystery, which is a bit wild because I was like really anti-mystery for a while there, and I kind of still am, but I feel like she was just releasing banger after banger, and I was just sick of having to buy them and like pick them up later. I just wanted them already sent to me, but obviously since I signed up, I haven't liked them as much. So it's kind of back to that, like, you're spending a lot of money on something that you might not want when you could just buy it from Instagram. Like, I never really had an issue finding a mystery that I liked. Like, there was always someone selling it. So I feel like I'll see. I'll kind of keep an eye on it and see if it's something that I'm going to continue. I actually already got some foil for this as well, but not a whole lot, so I won't really go through that. But this is the March 20, whoops, I just got a view of my ugly messy desk. March 2025 mystery kit, and it is a mermaid theme, and I can't get enough of mermaid themes. I honestly think they're just timeless. I also like that this one's a bit different. It doesn't scream summer to me. It's a bit more of an anytime mermaid kit, if that makes any sense. I think the colors really help. I'll come back to that. I just think this is really beautiful. The colors are very that like Kittenish Jess mermaid, like in the bathtub, I want to say, with like the subway tiles from like probably 5 years ago or more now. But yeah, I really like these colors, and I actually don't know when I would use this. Maybe I would use this from the transition from summer to autumn even, because I feel like, yes, it's obviously a bit summery, but it's not super summery, and the colors start to transition a little bit, so maybe I'll do that. And then I did pick up the add-ons when they are in her shop. So if you didn't know, I now plan in an A5 planner, not A5 wide. So I don't need a whole ultimate kit, but obviously her mystery kits only come in the one format. So if I pick up some of the extras, it means I can actually use the kit twice, which is really cool. Kind of trying to get some, you know, money back for having to spend so much on the kit in the first place. And I guess that's another part of the like negative of signing up, is that I actually need the kit. I use the kit twice, so it's like if it's not one I love, it's really like a waste of money. But anyway, and then I also have the May 2025, which is Carnival Nights, and this is probably one of my favorite color schemes ever. I do like the art, I like the theme, I think it's fun, but what really drew me in is the colors. I think this is absolutely incredible, and from what I have found in my time in planning, if the colors are incredible, like the art just has to be good enough. But if it's other way around, if I love the art and hate the colors, I often don't love the spread. So I feel like this is just going to be absolutely incredible. I've already pulled aside a Champagne Lights foil bundle. I just think that is going to look so incredible with the colors of this kit. But yeah, those are the two buy, sell, trade mysteries, and then I, as I said, have signed up, so you'll kind of maybe see that going forward, that I do have a couple of her kits on the way. Then I have a completely new to me shop, and that is Planner Face, and I feel like she has just been doing some, like, her exclusive art is really unique and different, and I kind of like that. The themes that she does, a lot of them like pertain to the UK, and while I definitely do not live in the UK or Europe, I feel like Australia is obviously a bit more aligned to the UK because, well, that they colonised us, but we're in the Commonwealth. And so I just find some really interesting different themes that she does that I can't get elsewhere. The reason that I held off for so long on buying is because she doesn't have glossy paper, and I fucking hate matte. I hate matte paper. It's not my thing. I don't care how premium matte it is. I just do not like it. But as I was saying before, now that I've got my own setup and I'm like so comfortable with it, all I really need is the art, and then I can make the rest. Like I can work with the rest. So she had a sale on, and I decided to try a couple of kits that honestly I've had in my cart for so long. I've like been back and forth on. One of them, the only format left was like her really small format, and previously that didn't work for me, whereas now it does. So I just feel like it was the right time to give her a go. I think these are all her mini kit formats, but I'm not 100% sure, as I said, because I've never really ordered before. This one is called Let's Porty, and I've bought the cat version because obviously I have cats. I just thought this was such a fun kit, honestly. I know we've had maybe one other pet party kit, and I've kind of been on the fence about buying that one because I don't love the colours, but this one I just feel like is so fun and bright, and yeah, I just love. I did buy the extra cat boxes because I just love them. I think they're so fun. As I said, it is in matte paper, which I really don't love, but I'm prepared to make it work. Like, I just feel like the glitter ends would be so much more vibrant and glossy, but it is what it is. There's no use worrying about it because it is in matte, and yeah, I'm just gonna make it work because I really think the art and the colours are just so fun, and hopefully if I can make it work, then I'll be able to shop from her more often because, as I said, I really think she's probably almost the leading like innovator in terms of art and new themes at the moment, and I want to support that. I want to get on board with that. So this is the kit I've had in my cart for the longest time, but because it is so old, there is only a mini format, and as I said previously, it just is not enough stickers, but now it is because I've changed my planning style. So this is called Golf Date, and it is just such a fun mini golf theme. Again, I've never seen a kit with a mini golf theme. My family loves mini golf. Me and my brother grew up playing mini golf. Anytime we would go anywhere, there had to be a mini golf course that we would play. We're very competitive. And then as I kind of grew up and Troy came into the picture, we started playing mini golf, and yeah, I don't know, it's always been in my family, so I just love this. I feel like, I don't know, I could use it for a birthday, or yeah, I think it's so fun. I do, and as I said, I've never seen a kit with that theme before, so I really wanted it. Also, shipping was so fast from the UK. I think I ordered it and it came in like 2 weeks, which was, if you look on a map, that is a long way. I was very impressed. When I got the notification that I had a package arriving, I honestly had no idea what it was because I was not expecting it. And then this is a somewhat more recent release. This is a mystery kit from last year that I'm pretty sure like was one of her most popular and so sold out. And then she brought it back, like reformatted it and brought it back. And that's when I picked it up. It's called All Aboard. And it is like a really beautiful vintage train. Like this reminds me of the UK theme. I thought about using this for my trip to the UK next month, but in the end, I think I'm going to save it for autumn instead. I just feel like it's the perfect autumn kit, and it doesn't have to be like specifically for, like, I'm not going to go on a train, you know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like I really thought about it, but I think she's better off at a different time. So that was my order from Plannerface. As I said, my first ever order, and I'm going to make the matte paper work, and I'm going to order again. I'm committing because I just feel like her themes are very unique and I like them. Then we'll go into a couple of kits from my shop. So if you didn't know, I have a printable kit shop called MK Printables. The first 2 kits I have actually in my shop, and then the other 2 are just kind of, actually no, 3 of these are in my shop and 1 of them I've just been working on personally, so I'll run through that. This is called Desert Dreams, and this is in my shop. This is beautiful art from Clip Art Kits, and as soon as I saw it, I knew I had to put it together. So I am very selective about the art that I use because I have such a small shop. I can't just be spending money on art and, you know, going nuts. Honestly, a lot of the art that I do buy is because it appeals to me personally. As I mentioned before, it is better value for me to buy the art and create the kit myself and then list it in my shop in case anyone wants it. So that is what I did with this one. I knew that I wanted to use it for summer, even autumn. I feel like it's like March in Australia is still often like the 4th month of summer, so definitely could work. And I am a sucker for a monochromatic look, and I knew when I like put the boxes together, I knew I wanted monochromatic. I definitely could have used the green, and I'm pretty sure the green is, yeah, the extra color, but I knew for the main kit I wanted monochromatic because that's what I like. Again, I think this is beautiful. So this is my, I only have 1 size in the shop. So this is all the boxes that you get. I feel like the size when I did plan in an A5 wide was well and truly enough. Like there was plenty of stickers with or without the extra color. But I also have kind of created a more mini kit recently that is working now that I have downsized my planner format, but I don't have that in the shop. I feel like it's just too complicated. I'm a very small shop with limited resources, so I just have 1 size and it's nice and simple. Then I have a actually really exciting kit. This was the first time I've ever gone in on exclusive art, and this is a collaboration with a few different shops that we went in on together with Clip Art Kits as the artist, and I actually loved being part of the process. I actually wish that I had a bigger shop and that I could do this more often because yeah, I really enjoyed it. And this is called At the Track. This is it is a car racing themed art set, but mine is specifically Formula 1 because that's what I like. other shops that were involved did more NASCAR, and I do have a NASCAR add-on in my shop if you're more into that. And then there was also a subgroup that did like watching the race at home or having a watch party, whereas mine is like being at the F1 racetrack. That's how I took it, but I really liked that everyone kind of took it in like different ways. So this is the kit. As I said, it's called At the Track. And I just think it's like, I think it's probably my favorite kit I've ever designed. I think the way it came together is just incredible. I love it. I cannot wait to use it next year. I think I'm going to use it for the Australian Grand Prix. I'm not sure if I'm going to go yet because it's just so expensive, but I think that's what I'm going to use it for. If not, maybe the opening race of the season. Actually, that's the same week. We are the opening race of the season next year, so never mind. I think I'll use it that week. I do just have a tall fashion box. I just printed off one for myself, but you do get a selection of different options in my shop. These are the colors. I just feel like they are so fun and like just not, I don't want to say different, but not what you'd expect. I don't know, I feel like you'd more expect like red, white, and black almost. But I just thought, yeah. So I love this, I really do. I think this is just one of my best kits, if not the best. And then the racetrack there. So that is called At the Track. And as I said, it's, I went very F1 themed. And then I have two kits that are in my kind of mini kit format. I do have the first one listed in my shop. It's called Autumn Birthday. So I have an autumn birthday. I'm born in March, which in Australia is autumn. And so when Clip Art Kits released this, I knew I just had to use it. I also have a birthday coming up that I don't want to speak about, and I've been wondering what kit to use, and so I just knew this was going to be the perfect kit. This has definitely printed a little bit darker. Like, I don't have the most high quality printer set up, so it's a little bit darker than what you get if you buy it, but you can see on the website the listing and the colors and all that sort of thing. Also, the version that I put together has Clip Art Kits. I bought a custom fashion girl of me holding a 30 balloon to use for my kit. So obviously the actual kit doesn't have that, but it does have other boxes instead. But again, this is my mini kit format that I am using for me. I don't sell this format. I sell the format that you just saw before. So it has 6 full boxes and a toolbox. It's got the solid page, which is all the boxes and the little things down the bottom, and then the same exact page but in reverse, so the patterns, the extra boxes and glitter headers. Again, I don't need 8 glitter headers because I don't use that many now, so it's works really well. And I actually only use one little piece of deco up the top, so that's my little spot for a piece of deco. And then the bottom washi date covers and extra color. And I just feel like this format is so functional for me. It's just exactly what I need and nothing I don't really. So I'm really excited to kind of create more kits for me in this format. And then last but not least for the kits is another one from my shop. It's called Highlands. And this is using the Scotland art from a little while ago because I'm going to the UK and Scotland next month, and I already had this art. I bought it like when it came out, but I just feel like, I don't know, I did a couple of the other travel sets and nobody bought them, and so I just was a bit hesitant to put it together, and I literally just sat there with the art, and then I'm like, hold on, I'm actually going, so I'm gonna put a kit together. And again, this one I don't have in my shop. It's just in my mini kit format, because yeah, I feel like people have probably passed this art by now, but I needed it. So I put it together, and I'm really excited to use it. So, and then I did green as the extra color. So that is all the kits that I have picked up recently. And then I've got a fat stack of foil from Planner Choco. So I did a big like go through of my upcoming kits and wrote down all the foil that I still needed. And and I've got a lot. So I'll go with the freebies first. So I did get this pumpkin deco boxes in, it's like quite a hot gold. I got the August freebie in, this looks more like a light gold, but it's like autumn little bits. I got TVs in hot gold, and then a heart, a checkered heart in hollow. So a couple of nice little freebies there. And then I have gone ahead and sorted them into themes. Some of them I know exactly what kit they're going with, and others I can't remember, which is just classic me, even though I wrote a list. So that's fun. If I have the kit and I know the kit and it's close by, I'll show you. If not, I'll just tell you about it. So first up is a kit that I definitely know what it goes with because I just went through it. And this is with the At the Track kit, so the F1 kit from my shop. I have some racing themed stuff, and I went with her Midnight Purple foil color, which I think is just the perfect color for this kit. I think it's so fun. So I did get the racing quote boxes, a couple of different styles. I got the headers, and I really like these headers because they're literally all different, and I can just like pick and choose the ones that I like, and the ones that I don't like I'll just leave off. I got the full boxes. I like that they just had little bits in the corner without being too much, because obviously that kit is, there's a lot of art, and I love the art so much I don't want to cover it. I got a bottom washi. I really like the F1 cars, kind of looks like they're almost lined up on the grid, so that's the one that I'm going to use. I got this underlay box, which again is like the bird's eye view of the F1 cars. I don't love that it says extreme, but I feel like once I start putting stuff over it, you won't really notice that. And then I did get the checker box as the alternate. So if you don't know, I use two different underlay patterns when I do a spread. I think all one pattern is too overwhelming for me, so I either do one pattern and one bougie box, or I do a pattern and then something a bit more simple. And I accidentally bought two of these. I didn't mean to, but I have two. So it is the checker again in the midnight, and I just feel like that is going to be such a fun combination, so I'm going to put that there. Now we get into a couple of the, I don't really remember what they went with, but I mean, I'm sure I'll figure it out. Oh no, I think I know what this goes with. Yes I do. So this is the pumpkin bundle in the burnt orange, I think she calls it, something, matte orange, I think she calls it, but to me it's burnt orange. And it is obviously very pumpkin themed, so I picked up the date covers because I kind of use those again now. I always get the mini kit bundle, I just think that works well for me. The bottom washi, and then I got one of these underlays, and then I think these go together. That goes with something else, I'm sure of it. These two, so again, a busy underlay and then like a bougie box. And I think this is to go with a kit that I've got coming up. Not in that one, it's further away. It's like my intro into Halloween. This kit, oh yes, that looks so good. I took a risk on the matte orange, but I can already see this kit here, which is called House of Horrors, and that's it. I've picked the right color. I'm so happy with that. And I kind of lent into the pumpkin theme more than the Halloween-y really specific theme, because I've kind of got, and this is a spoiler, you'll see my lineup. I've already got my October lineup. I didn't buy a single Halloween kit this year. Kind of Halloween, and then we go into actual Halloween. So no, that, I'm so happy with that decision. I really, yeah, love that. Then I'm gonna leave those there actually. I've got more autumn stuff, and I don't think I have this kit yet. I don't know exactly what kit it is, but I feel like it's one I've got in my collection, and same with the next, a couple of the autumn things, because for me autumn's so far away. I'm just getting ready, but I don't have the kits printed or on the way yet. So this one's a bit more of just general autumn theme. So I've got, I really like these like farmhouse label kind of boxes. So I picked up those because I'm going to use those with a few different, like they're in orange, so a few different autumn sets. And then again, I got the mini bundle. I love this bottom washi, which also happens to be the, well, it's not quite the same, but the plaid underlay. Sorry, someone just started a car outside. And then again, one more intense, one more simple underlay. That's kind of my thing. Don't know what it goes with though. That's a great question. And then again, I've got another one which goes with what, I don't know, but I can clearly see a theme here. It is like obviously more autumn kind of treat themed, and this is in like a matte, oh, this is in matte copper. I remember picking that as a new foil color of hers, and I wanted to try it. It's really beautiful actually, and I kind of went more into the like pumpkin spice latte, pumpkin pie kind of theme. I remember doing this, but I don't remember which kit it goes with. I'll know when like I get the kit, but it's hard when I don't actually have it to know what it goes with. But anyway, then I've got some summer stuff, which again, I have absolutely no idea what this goes with. This is in, I'm guessing a magenta holo, something like that. It's like hot pink essentially, and it is the wave design. So I got the date dots, the wave bottom washi, the same pattern in the underlay, and then the shimmer. Let's see if I can figure out what that is, what that goes with. Does it go with that maybe? No, it's not the right foil color. I actually have no idea. So, oh, did it go with this? Maybe. Yeah, I think that's what it goes with. That's genius. This is called Soak Up the Sun from Caress Press, and I went with the wave because it's got like the wavy water and the hot pink, so that is very fun. Look at me working things out. Then I've got some travel stuff. Yes, so this is in, what the hell, I think this is in rose gold, rose, but it is a very, I was trying out a few of her new foil colors as well. It is a very silver rose gold. Like it really is only rose gold in the light. The rest is very silver. It's actually quite a pretty foil color. It's just, it's really different. And so I've got the travel bundle, the mini bundle again. It's almost like green in some lights. It's a very strange foil color. Is it green? No, it's definitely rose gold. It just is green in some light. It's almost like the oil slick. Like it goes from green to rose, which is a really weird foil combination, but anyway. And I'm assuming this goes with a kit that I've got coming up because I'm traveling. What kit goes there? Oh, this goes with, hello Emma, my Scotland kit. And actually, that is very cool because there is green in this kit. So this weird shift actually is going to make sense. Yeah, that's kind of like a weird combo, but I'm kind of into it. Yeah, so because I'm traveling, I use the travel bundle, so that makes sense. I'm gonna have to do more research into that foil color and make sure it is rose gold, and then also like remember that if I'm ordering it, it's weird green. Then I have a couple of little romance book So I've got the underlay and then the book quotes. The quotes are like about spicy books, because if I am reading a romance and it ain't got spice, I ain't reading it. I really had some oomph when I was talking there, and I don't know how far back it cut out. I was going through my romance stuff, which is going with the romance fan kit, and then I have this silver bundle that's going with the gardening kit. I didn't need to pick up a silver bougie because obviously I have that already. Oops. Yeah, I've got a lot of silver in there already. And then finally I picked up this beautiful bookshelf. Okay, this is in rose gold. I don't know what that foil is. I need to look into that, because this is rose gold and this actually makes sense as rose gold. And this is going with my, oh, beautiful. That is actually amazing. Yes, 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 yes. What's the kit called? Gilded Pages. Love that for me. And that is everything that I have so far. So I will see you in the next little clip. Well, we are back much quicker than I expected. It obviously won't make a difference for you, but I literally filmed the first part of this video yesterday. I knew my box was on the way, but I don't know. I thought it was going to be a little bit longer than that. Unfortunately, it is not. I knew it was going to be a small order. I thought I had 3 packages, but unfortunately 2 of them are mystery kits, so I really don't have that much to go through to finish off this haul. But the good news is I figured out what that foil from earlier is for, so I'm going to show you as I run through. So I have 2 mystery kits from SPC. I think I mentioned in the previous section that I resubscribed. And unfortunately, since I have resubscribed, I haven't loved the kits as much as I have for the previous year. So it's kind of like a watch and see. I don't hate them by any means, but I really was like loving them, and I'm just not quite there. And especially since my planning style has now changed, in that an ultimate kit is a lot when I don't love the kit, because I try and use it across 2 different weeks to make the most of it. So firstly, we have the July mystery, and this is called Royal Court. Let me just adjust a little bit. This is like a, well, royalty, I don't know how else to describe it, like castle, kind of could lean like fantasy, I feel like. I'm not a huge fantasy, actually that's not a lie, I don't like fantasy, I only like romantasy, but I feel like this could tie in with romantasy. The only issue is, like, I don't know when I would use a whole kit for like a book. Maybe when the new ACOTAR, oh, I guess I already have an ACOTAR kit, but like maybe I would use this. I don't know. If you have any out of the box suggestions, or like when are you going to use it, that would be really helpful, because as I said, I don't hate it, I don't love it, and I'm not really sure when to use it. So these are the full boxes. I do mostly like the colors. I really dislike this color, and it's not just because it's the usual 4th color neutral. I just do not like this shade at all. It's like a very light peachy pink beige that I think does nothing for, like, I can see it in the art, I understand, but it does absolutely nothing for me. So that will definitely be my 4th color, unless there is an extra color, which I don't remember. This was a few months ago when I watched the video, and I don't think I've seen anyone use this kit, so I'm not sure. Let's see. But yeah, otherwise I don't mind the colors. It's just that one. No, okay, there's no extra color. Oh, there probably was an extra color in the shop when I didn't buy it. That's really annoying. I guess, yeah, it'll just be my 4th color, and it is what it is. So that is the kit. It's called Royal Court. And it came with this foil bundle, which I have never got this format before. Oh, it does have the, you know how I kept looking in the corner in the last video wondering why there was no name, even though they've never been named? This one is named, so maybe that's where I got it from. It's called Gilded, and it is like a smattering of foil, I guess. This is not my favorite pattern, but I do like it as a neutral much more than, say, confetti, for example. I really don't like the confetti format, but I don't mind this. So this is in Champagne Lights, which I don't know which foil I would use, but I don't know that it would be, I guess it goes with, like, there's lots of gold. I don't know. I don't know that I would use this together. I do like these underlays. These are really cool. I love these scripts. I've seen them in a couple of videos and I think they are fabulous. Love that. So I'll definitely use the foil bundle. I just don't know if I will use it with the kit. I think for now I'll keep them together because I do have a lot of Champagne Lights. And I know that if I really need it, it's there. So that was July, and then I also have August, which I actually really like this kit. I just feel like back in the day this would have been an in-shop exclusive, and I kind of miss that. I feel like the only exclusive arts we get these days are like pop culture, and I don't like pop culture kits. I don't have any interest in using a whole kit for like a very specific thing, I guess, because I don't really love a lot of pop culture stuff. I don't watch movies, I don't really watch TV, so it's like they don't apply to me. But anyway, I really like this kit. I just feel like, yeah, it's not quite what I would expect in a mystery, but I guess I would rather that have a kit that I like, even though maybe it's not quite wow enough for like what I would expect in a mystery. But really like this. It's called Forest Friends. And I really loved the animal series that she did, like SPC did a year ago, 2 years ago maybe. I just didn't like the artist that did a lot of those, but I love this artist. I think it's Dusk, and I feel like the realistic animals are just beautiful. So it is very monochromatic brown, which I love a monochromatic moment, and this color is like the boring fourth neutral, but I don't hate it. I feel like it's a bit more something something. It still will be my fourth color, but I think it goes with the rest of the colors nicely and kind of is a different tone because the other ones are quite dark. So as I said, I do actually really like this, and I think this is going to be really pretty in autumn. Just as like no fashion people literally oh, there's a fashion person here, which I actually don't know if I would use because I don't think it needs it. I think the animals are cool enough on their own. And then the foil bundle is actually another one of those gilded patterns, and it is in rose gold. I can kind of see the vision here, but I don't know that that really is my thing. I feel like I would prefer to go and find more of a brown than this. But again, it's the same format. I will definitely use it. I think I'm going to keep these two separate because I'm not going to use them together. Like, definitely not. And that's just a cool, like, rose gold foil bundle to have. I also like the bigger cellos. I really hate the really, really tight ones. Just, they bother me. Then I have finally an order from Caress Press. I actually didn't order this very long ago. I feel like it came pretty quick. I've got this little freebie pack, which is these gold, like, foil. Pretty sure this is her old foil with that logo. Just like gold foil bits. I don't know, they're pretty useful. They're pretty neutral, just like in a sparkly kind of pattern. So that is a freebie that I appreciate and will actually use. I'm gonna use this actually for my foil bundle. Yes, that is perfect fit. Love that for me. I don't have to go fish one out. Okay, so I have 4 kits. I'm actually going to go through this one first because it's the only non-autumn set. I actually completely forgot that I ordered this. I have it in my cart. I actually have the art in my cart. I was going to make the kit myself. I'm kind of glad I didn't buy it because I'd already purchased it. It is called Summer Nights, and it is just, it's really simple but something a bit different. It's like a beach kit, which I guess we gotta get a lot of beach kits, but I like that it's literally like the sunset time, like at dusk. I also love this artist. I think she's probably, aside from clip art kits, because she's just amazing, but in terms of actual art style and the themes that she does, I think she's probably my favorite. And his colors, I mean, come on. This is also my first ever time ordering in her essentials format because I no longer need all the stickers that come in the bigger size, and I just feel like her format is actually perfect for what you need and not too much of what you don't. So I'm really excited to get started using her kits in my new setup. And her essentials kit is super cheap, which I really enjoy. These were freebie boxes, and then I picked up the medium skin brunette. I just think she was beautiful, and if you don't know, I don't really care which fashion box I get in terms of what looks like me. I pick the one that I like most in the art set, either that the like hair color matches, or I just like the brunette medium skin option. Like, I just pick based on the kit itself, not which one like has my hair color or skin tone, for example. So that is kit number 1. As I said, the only summer kit. The other 3 are all autumn, and I'll go through this one next because this is the same artist, and this is honestly one of my favorite autumn kits I have ever seen. It is so up my alley. It is not even funny. It is called a Hometown Hollow, and I just, like, if I didn't use a birthday kit, I think I would probably use this because my birthday is in autumn, and this is like what I live to be in autumn. We don't have any of this in Australia, like the pumpkins, the like pumpkin pie, the pumpkin spice latte. We don't do any of it. We do, you can get a pumpkin spice latte at Starbucks, even though it's spring, but that's a different story. But it's just my vibe. I love it. And going over what I just said before, I picked up the red hair because I just feel like, I mean, come on, it has to be the red hair girl, right? And then I also have, I love how Caress Press gives you like extra free boxes. I think it's just really, like, it really helps a kit go further. I don't need them because I have plenty of boxes, but I just like that she includes them for free. And then, hello, look at this incredible color scheme. And look what happens when you don't include a boring neutral. It just looks so good. Like, 4 good solid colors just comes together so well. I know I sound like a fucking broken record, but I just, like, I believe so strongly in 4 genuine good colors. It just makes the kit. And then I also did pick up this kind of warm saddle brown. I don't know if I'll use it, but I like to pick up the extra color just in case. Oh, and this is going with this foil. So the foil in copper, that is like the autumn, more general autumn theme. Just feel like I could pick it up. I don't know, I just feel like copper's the move. It like really kind of complements the darker colors in the kit, having a bit of a lighter foil. So love her. I'm so glad I figured out what kits that foil goes with, because it was really bothering me. I didn't order that long ago. How could I forget? So very happy for me. Next up we have a kit from a artist that I don't know that I have ever purchased from before or used a kit from, but this art was so fun and beautiful and something a little bit different. It is called Autumn Farm, and it just is like this really fun, well, as the name would suggest, like autumn themed farm, harvest, gardening kind of kit. We obviously get a lot of spring gardening kits, which makes sense, but I feel like this was a bit of a different take. I also really like her, well, I don't know if it's their art style. Like the clip art elements have like that kind of solid black line around them, and I don't know, I just feel like I like when artists distinguish themselves from one another, and that's what's happening. Do not love this at all. Please tell me I have an extra colour. No, I don't. Okay, I might actually steal the extra colour from this. And, yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm definitely taking this colour because it's just not, I just can't do it. I cannot do the boring neutral. Yeah, I think that actually works pretty well. I don't hate it, and I like it a lot more than that. It's annoying because I really like this pattern, so I might use the pattern boxes of this and then like that. I don't know, we'll see. I'm definitely going to keep this in here though, because that colour hurts my soul, and you're probably sick of me going on about it, but I don't care, this is my channel. It really gets to me. So that is the kit. I did get the extra freebie boxes. I am obsessed with this scene. This scene is also beautiful, but I think I'm gonna have to use this one with the scarecrows because I love it. It is so fun. And then I picked up the brunette with the little goat, which is really cute. So love her. I feel like I really did not have a good autumn season last year, which was a shame because autumn is my favorite season to plan. But I feel like we're back. Like, we're really back. I've got to show you the foil. I got the foil wrong that I showed you previously. That also goes in with the copper. This foil, the pumpkins, actually goes with the gardening kit, not... I've got other more Halloween-y themed foil coming for the other kit that I showed you. So this instead goes with this kit, which I feel like is a fun colour. I feel like the colour almost goes better with the other kit, but it goes better with that kit. I think it contrasts better with this one. So that's the vibes. Love her. I'll put this away. Apologies if you can hear the heater kicking on and off. It's fucking cold in here. We're having like our last real winter blast and it's very cold. And then finally I've got one more kit, and it is also an autumn kit. Oh, I think I was saying before I got distracted, last year I did not have a great planning time. I just feel like I didn't love the kits, I didn't love the art, I just wasn't feeling myself. But coming up this next year, I have some amazing kits and I am so excited to use them. I also got some freebies here, which are kind of fun. I'll put those aside. So we have the Cozy Fall. Oh, I have 3 kits from the same artist. I kind of forgot that. I just love their art, I really do. So this is just a really generic autumn kit. I feel like we've seen it done a million times before, but I eat it up every time. Love the colors. It's what I want in an autumn kit. So love her. And then I picked up the black haired girls, and the little cat is so cute. That really looks like Mars. I'm definitely going to use that. And then this kit, I am using the pumpkin pie kind of stuff because this is a bit more Like it's got the pancakes, it's got the baking, it's like a bit more food related, so I decided to tie in the food stuff. And then I've got like the pumpkin spice latte. This is in matte copper, which I feel like is perfect because this kit's a little bit softer. It's kind of like a cross between matte bronze and copper. Like it's a really beautiful color, and I think it's one that I will be going back for more, for sure. Going back for more for sure. That really is a tongue twister. That now officially is everything. So apologies, this was definitely shorter than I had in mind, but as I mentioned in the first part, it's the first haul in a while, so hopefully something is better than nothing. But I definitely do have some more stuff in the works. It's kind of arriving in my box as we speak, so hopefully I'll have another haul in the next probably month or so. I am going away, so maybe after that. But hopefully in the meantime, this was worth watching. Thank you, and I will see you next time. Bye.